So this is how I made roughly $1,200 a day trading the Nasdaq. Firstly, I'm gonna be honest. My bias was bearish. My bias was fully bearish today because we'd swept liquidity. Wait, no, I'm mistaken. One sec. Oh yeah, no, hourly highs. There were hourly highs. Yeah. So we had swept hourly highs. I mean 4-hour highs. I think those are 4 hours. Not sure. Wait, let me just check again. Yeah, 4-hour highs. So we swept 4-hour highs. So that made my bias be bearish because we swept these 4-hour highs and we were pushing lower. And then on the 1 hour, I think we'd formed an SMT. Let me make sure. Yeah, we'd formed like a relative SMT from here, this high to this high, and this high to this high. I know you're probably thinking those are equal highs, but the high on this candle is 5,548.3 and the high on this one is 5,548.2. The relative equal highs, I know it sounds silly, they're really both like just a cent away from being equal highs. But yeah, that made my bias be bullish. And we'd formed, not on this, on S&P, I need to make sure. Yeah, we had formed this order block. Hold up. We formed this order block right here, and we tapped back into it and gotten bearish order flow out of that. So originally my bias was bearish. I know I took a buy today, but originally my bias was bearish because of the things I've just listed, and for example this fair value gap right here getting respected. So order flow to me was looking bearish, so I was more open to buys. The market opened, I took my trade on Nasdaq. Market opened and we just wait, what was I looking to get? Sorry guys, I just came back from a run. I don't have my mind together. Hold up. So market opened right here. Market opened right here. We tapped into fair value. Okay, so yeah, market open really didn't get much volume, but I'd realized that we had come down into this BPR fair value gap, inverse fair value gap. Literally, like all types of fair value gaps are here. Fair value gap, inverse of this bearish fair value gap, and then a BPR created. We tapped into that during pre-market and gotten a bunch of buy orders out of that, and we moved higher after that. At this point, I wasn't taking any trades. We had news that were gonna come out at 10, so I wanted to save my trade till after then, or depending on how high impact the news was, I was gonna take my trade. So yeah, we'd come down into this hourly BPR fair value up, whatever you want to call it. Then after that, we'd form this down candle right here. Then we broke structure right here. We'd form this 5-minute fair value gap. To be honest, by now my bias was kind of flipped. It doesn't look like I was gonna get any sell setups, and I was kind of just looking forward to just scalping a trade, because I've been wanting to get more action to the markets, because price action hasn't been really favorable for the past couple weeks actually. So I just wanted to like scalp a trade and see how it goes. So we formed this 5-minute fair value gap, and I'd waited if we can come into it, retrace into this fair value gap right here, and maybe give me a position to buy. So yeah, I waited until we came down into this fair value gap. I entered on the 1-minute time frame just to show you exactly where. Came down into this 5-minute fair value gap. I entered here. I entered like after I saw bullish orders coming out of it. I entered. I had originally my take profit was at hourly highs. I know I say I wanted to scalp it, but I always like to put my take profit at a place that's reasonable. So yeah, I had my take profit at those hourly highs right here, and I entered the trade. As you can see, was going well. I didn't move my stops to break even because I was market like order flow had completely flipped by now. We had literally ever since we came down into this hourly fair value gap, order flow completely flipped from my original bias bearish to completely bullish. So I kept my stops right at the fair value gap, and I was quite high up in profit. Then I got edged, fully edged. Like my stop loss was just about to get hit, and then I was going, and then I was back in profit like after, I don't know, like 20-30 minutes. I don't know. I had this trade for a very long time, and originally, or like as you can see, whatever, we didn't hit these hourly highs, but I had marked out these like I didn't mark them out. There's always these 15-minute highs right here and 15-minute highs right here. After we came up above those 15-minute highs, these 15-minute highs, and it was kind of getting late, it was like 11 by now. I know I held the trade for too long. Yeah, I just took my profits here after I saw they were moving down, so I took my profits just around, I think it was right here, because I was holding the trade for too long, and I was in it for almost an hour. And yeah, that's pretty much it. The trade wasn't the best. Price action has been terrible. Every trade I take is literally like a trade to just cope. Really bad price action, but made the most out of it. 1 to 3 on an eval. I didn't do this on the live because bullshit ass trade. I didn't like it. I think yeah, just a stupid trade. Hopefully price action gets better. There's a bunch of news the rest of the week. Let's see if volatility increases. I won't be trading on Thursday or Friday. Friday there's NFE, non-farm payroll, whatever you want to call it, and Thursday there's also high impact news, so I'm not willing to trade, and it's a day before NFE, so I'm not willing to trade. Wednesday, tomorrow, I'll probably try and take a trade, see what the market offers, and yeah, that's pretty much my plan for the rest of the week. Not a good trade, guys.